One of my favorite modern day mathematicians is incredibly controversial. Some people think she's an absolute menace, but I think she is iconic and an absolute fucking queen. There's a website called Math Stack Exchange, which is kind of like a Q&A forum for math questions, where back in late 2013, someone posted this absolutely insane integral asking if anybody knew of how to solve it. The user said computer programs couldn't solve it, and the first person who commented asked if there was any reason to think that there might even be a solution. This is where Cleo comes in. She is incredibly gifted at coming up with solutions to integrals that people don't even know are possible. But the problem is the way that she gives her answers leaves a lot of people really pissed off. 4 hours after the initial post, she just drops an answer with no explanation and just leaves. And this style of an answer with no explanation and then bailing pissed a bunch of people off, and the comments are a bunch of people arguing about whether or not this should count as a valid answer. What made it worse was that this answer is completely ridiculous. I mean, 4 pi times the arcotangent of the square root of the golden ratio? What the fuck? Nobody's seen an answer to an integral that looks like that. It looks made up, but the answer is right. What is even funnier is that the only piece of extra information she left is a link to explain what the golden ratio is. In case you want to see how ridiculous it is that she was able to get this answer in just 4 hours, here is what was eventually the accepted answer that was posted 3 days later. Look how much work this is. And the person didn't even get the answer on the first go around. This was their initial answer, and then they came back and tried again, and then they got this answer, which is still not the simplified form, and then on their third attempt, they were able to simplify it down finally to what Cleo got. For about 2 weeks, Cleo would go on an absolute tear, solving a ton of insanely difficult integrals, and no matter how many problems she solved, people were never convinced. Such as this person who said answers such as this add no value to the site. Simply stating a number out of thin air is not mathematics. Although some people did love her work. Look at this user. Well, Cleo's at it again. Well done. Or this user who simply asked, "Are you a wizard?" Unfortunately, our absolutely iconic queen stopped posting on the site on New Year's Eve 2015. Nobody knows what happened. She never commented or explained anything anyway, but hopefully she's doing well. And nowadays, several years later, people have kind of come around on her answers to appreciate them for just how funny and iconic the act of her dropping an answer and fucking off really is. Look at this person. "Cheers, Cleo. You have become a legend to me." Or "Sometimes I miss Cleo's answers." I personally love her stuff and consider her one of my favorite modern day mathematicians.